All right, so I'm going to talk about this. This is cool. So there's been a big walkout for Disney employees, and I've got a little news clip here from the Today Show. And there's been a walkout. Disney employees are like, I'm not really satisfied with how our company is handling this Don't Say Gay bill and other controversies related to it. And so, let's fast forward here to some footage.
This week, famous companies in the world called Don't Say Gay bill. If signed into law, the bill would ban.
This is a low volume. It's a low volume. So for those of you that don't know, here's the recap. The CEO of Disney decided to get involved in the Don't Say Gay bill discourse, and it did not go well.
Classroom instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity in kindergarten through third grade. Critics say reversing decades of progress on LGBTQ rights. The Parental Rights and Education Bill has prompted weeks of protests across the Sunshine State. Now, a group of Disney employees urging their colleagues across the country to stage a walkout today, writing in an open letter, "We must now take action to convince the Walt Disney Company to protect employees and their families." The group says Chapek did not do enough to speak out against the bill. Chapek, at the time, explaining,
"Now, we were opposed to the bill from the outset, but we chose not to take a public position on it because we thought we could be more effective working behind the scenes."
In an employee town hall Monday, the company promised a listening tour, a task force, and efforts.
Listening tour? That's good. But one thing that's also really important, I'm not sure if this news segment is going to mention it, is that Disney also has been supporting anti-gay Republicans that are supporting this Don't Say Gay bill, right? So it's not just, oh, they didn't make a good statement, so let's walk out. It's also, oh, by the way, Disney is funding some of these people. That's, like, in my opinion,
to oppose similar legislation in other states. The company tells NBC News in a statement, "We know how important this issue is for our LGBTQ plus employees, and we pledge our ongoing support of the LGBTQ plus community in the fight for equal rights." Employee Nicholas Maldonado plans to join his Disney co-workers in the planned walkout.
Once this bill's signed, it's basically forcing people that are LGBT back into the closet.
The frustration is extending beyond theme park gates, including to ESPN, where two broadcasters held a 2-minute moment of silence on air during the NCAA women's basketball tournament over the weekend.
We're going to take a pause from our broadcast to show our love and support.
So that's cool. Anyway, that's awesome. I support this walkout. Fuck Disney and fuck CEOs. And also, again, now, it's interesting that they didn't mention the fact that Disney has been funding these anti-gay politicians, but we all know why mainstream media wouldn't want to put into your mind, interesting, so you're telling me the politicians are getting bribed to do certain things? It's very interesting. They don't want to put that kind of thought in your brain. But anyway, again, this is good. I obviously would support anyone walking out. And, if I see footage, if I see more information, over the course of the day or tomorrow, I will try to follow up on this. But fuck Disney. I mean, fuck Disney. Fuck Disney Plus, right? Also, you know what Disney will never have? You know what Disney will never have? Disney owns everything, says Abner in the chat. But you want to know what they don't own and will never own? Goddamn Muppets Take Manhattan and Muppets from Space, motherfucker. That's right, you think Disney owns the Muppets, but actually, they own most of the Muppets, but they don't own those two movies. They're still owned by Sony. Why? Because fuck Disney. So, just throwing that out there. Disney will never conquer the Muppet universe. Anyway, there you go.